Alright guys, so it is ScarfyPlays here, and I want to be starting a new sort of idea or type of content. So as you can see, there's gameplay in the background. Not sure what game yet, but so yeah, basically I'm just gonna be talking about talking about a specific subject for like 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. So today I'm gonna be talking about 3D printing. So yeah, you know how like the idea of a 2D printer, all you know about that. So where you can pretty much, type up some text, maybe add a picture and print it out. It's one, or it's 2D, it may have some color, but it's not something that you can like really hold in your hands and grasp. Well, recently, like within the last few years, I'm not saying like within the last month, but relatively recently compared to the printer, they started well, improving the idea of 3D printing. So now you can find all these consumer grade, easy to use, cheap, and they're getting a lot cheaper printers that you pretty much like buy this sort of plastic that feeds into them. So what's really neat about that is that you can sort of like mold them to how you want, if that makes sense. So like let's say you want to make a iPhone case, which a lot of people use them for. Well, I mean not everybody, but that's just a pretty common example. And so what you can do is you can make one up in like AutoCAD, which is for a lot of people an option, a class that you can really take in high school and learn that sort of stuff. But you can take a class or learn how to use it and make a little blueprint and change it into an STL file, which is the sort of file that this software that makes it into a file that the printer can read, which is G-code in most cases. And convert it into an STL file, put it into another converter, turn it into G-code, and then you can print that thing out. And now, yes, it does take a while. And the quicker it goes, usually the less quality it'll have. But I still think that's pretty amazing that we've already gotten to the point where we can, like say, hey, I need a knife to cut a box open, and you can print it out like within the hour, and it'll be able to open that box for you. And I just think that's like super cool. So yeah, I think another thing that's interesting about it is the fact that the printer may be expensive, but the filament can be super cheap. And I've already seen some inventions in the past year or so that are allowing you to recycle your projects, like recycle the plastic that you use to make your projects, which is called filament, into new filament, so that you can actually like make more projects but use the same stuff, which I think is super awesome. I'm not sure how that turned out. If I can find a link to it, I'm not sure if I still can, or if I even remember what it's called. But if I can, I'll definitely link that down below so you guys can look at that. If you want to learn more about 3D printers, just do like a simple Google or YouTube search. 3D printers for beginners or something like that. There are a lot of people that give a lot of interesting ideas, or not ideas as much as like different printer types that you could use, which I think is super cool. And like a few years ago, if you looked that up, you would have seen like 2 videos maybe. But I think that's super cool how like you can pretty much imagine something and print it out. Now no, it can't print at the moment, and I do think they're making some dual use 3D printers. They can do more than one thing, but right now I don't think they're able to like actually make electronics with them. Sort of, like I'm not sure if they can actually print circuit boards. I figure you can, I just don't think that's something that the average consumer can actually do yet. But anyway, either way, I think it's super cool. And a lot of people, especially like Adafruit, they're starting to make a lot of videos about like how to use a 3D printer, projects you can do. And they have little kits on their site where you can buy all the supplies to do the project, and you can like print the case out. So it's definitely becoming a really popular thing for DIY people, and I just think it's super neat how just something is awesome as that is being able to like anybody can do it now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any suggestions for future videos, leave them down below. Any ideas or anything, just put it all down below in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later.